XSplit seems to have a new feature, whereas they used to talk about if you want to do multi-streaming to you, then they recommend using Restream. I don't even know if you guys can hear me well or not. I hope you guys can, because my microphone says it's picking me up. So anyway, it says that you can use Restream. So it was like, okay, that's what I was using last year, and it worked out pretty well. I was kind of excited about it, but this year, because it has expired and I've chosen not to pay for Restream to renew, I got stuck into a what do I do now to multi-stream, because I didn't realize that the free version was very restrictive, but apparently it is pretty restrictive. So because of that, that put me into a loop where that put me into a runaround trying to figure out what to do in restarting the setup. If you've tuned in earlier at about 9:30ish is when I got on, I was streaming about the setup and how basically everything was down, trying to get my computer connected and working, get it online. So what you can actually see now is that I'm actually on here. In fact, if I hit this apparently, yo, what's up, man? Reaper, Fight Crab. Hey, so it works. So, good test. Yep, you can now see me on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You'll be able to follow me, chat with me, and you'll be able to see layouts. So I only got 2 layouts at the moment. What I did to make this multi-streaming work, thank you XSplit for finally updating, because I had to drop the ball. I dropped on Restream and said I just wasn't going to do it. I had to figure out a workaround. The workaround was shelling out $200 for a lifetime premium license for XSplit. So this is it. I'm devoted to XSplit and streaming for charity. So I hope it will be worth it as I try to reach my goal of $2,500, or at least breaking the $1,000 if nothing else. Doing it for Children's Miracles Network Hospital, specifically raising money for Children's National Hospital in Washington, D.C. I'm going to do a little bit more updating before I leave today. So I'm not going to continue to stay streaming too long, because I have to kind of go back and forth, but I am so glad that this is working. So what you should be able to see, I got a Nintendo Switch docked in here. If I dare to grab my webcam, you can see I got a Nintendo Switch docked into my Elgato Cam Capture. I do have this HDMI splitter. This HDMI splitter is going to be key, because ideally that setup you see behind me was where I can play my Xbox, PlayStation, all that stuff. Ideally, I'm going to have that set up so that you'll be able to see that directly on the screen, and you'll be able to watch whatever I play, whether it's the Switch or any other console. I did have a few mini consoles that wasn't working, so I'm kind of curious as to if Elgato is just being super weird, or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Who knows what it is. Some work that's going to have to be done to make that a success. I'm using this Razer headphones because I got a computer monitor with no speakers. I purposely have no speakers, so the only thing you may or may not hear is the music behind me. Apparently my microphone says it can pick it up, but it picks it up at a very low decibel, so I'm assuming that the music is just background music you can't hear. And if that's the case, that's fine. You don't really need to hear the background music. I don't really need to be flagged and disconnected from my streams, because that would be awful to be disconnected from my stream. So yeah, so that's that with what's going on. But that hopefully the splitter will let me stream everything from over there, so you'll be able to see PC games or any of the console games. Then the only other thing left is finding my camcorder to set up for the other PC, which is currently updating. It just updated to Windows 10 OS, and now it's updating all of my Steam games, because we're talking about all 100 something. I don't even know how many games it's updating, especially the VR. That's going to take a long time, because I'm going to need that for tomorrow. Tomorrow you will see the workout. So again, this is part one, the setup, where you're watching the struggle is real, trying to get the computer working, the stream working. So far, success. So far, so good. And it's only 7:36. I got to about 8:30-ish to get everything up and working, so I'm glad about that. You want to see a game. So you want to see a game. To see a game. Alright, so we'll go into the campaign. This is a game I got from donating to my boy Andrew Peggs. I donated to his Extra Life charity, and I got a code for Fight Crab. I just got the CD in the mail today. Man, I don't even know. Don't ask me why I got a music CD for this. I guess just like gaming music like that anyway. These are actually upgrades. When you first start the game, it's literally Fight Crab. It's fighting with crabs. It doesn't make sense. It just is what it is. But as you can see, eventually as you fight, you earn money or tokens or whatever it is, so that you can level up your craft to become even stronger. Or you can shop to buy new weapons, which some are one-handed, some are two-handed. You actually have to buy a certain stock of weapons, because you can get a partner to help you if you're not playing online. And then you can buy different crabs that you can fight with. So as you can see, snow crab, blue crab, long arm, elbow, horsehair, red. So, shit, lots of crabs. And then you go fight. And there's a lot of things I got on here. Then there's a whole endless mode. So it gets to be interesting. I highly recommend get this game. On a Nintendo Switch, definitely it's fun to play. Oh, I never played with the Joy-Con before. It's actually a tad easier. I always played with the controller, and it was like use the D-pad and stuff to move around. I didn't realize it's actually easier to play with the controller. I can swing the Joy-Con, so I gave me that warning. I never played like that. I played with the animals, things like this. I just found the better way to play this game. It's pretty awesome. You can see that's my partner over there with the Nadachi. It's a long sword that requires it. The whole object of the game is to flip the crabs over upside down. It's kind of a Smash Brothers-ish mechanic, where the more damage you do, the easier it is to flip. You can see it's getting that 40%, 50%, he's flipping over. He's upside down, 3, 2, 1, and try to recover, but he's out. I never realized Joy-Cons was the way to play this, but now I know. Now I know better. Whoa! Oh yeah, you can see you can throw weapons, pick up weapons, stuff like that. You can actually guard. So one of the nice things about Nintendo Switch and the Steam is sometimes there's a lot of games that you want, you just can't afford a lot of games. So the best remedy I suggest to that is put it in your wish list. If you're looking digitally, put it in your wish list because you'll get notifications in your email saying you got games on sale. So you just check every week to see what's on sale. If it's in your wish list is on sale, then you definitely want to get it. Okay, that's not my Switch lighting, that's actually the capture device, because the regular capture device is kind of nasty about trying to capture the Switch. So that's one thing I do like about Steam and Nintendo. You're trying to save money if you don't need the game right away, just you want to know the games. Same with crap, yeah. Yo, Reef, I'm telling you, get this game, man. I'm telling Patrick about it, told my dad about it, but it's literally fight with crab. And they got shurikens, they got guns in it, they got a chainsaw. Two-handed weapons are actually kind of difficult and not as easy as you would think it would be. Just threw a sword at him, but it did not work out too well. He grabbed something. Grab this chair. Throw it at him. Oh, he knocked my partner out. Let's see what I can do about helping him out. And then this game kind of nods to some Japanese anime as well, throwing sword at them, such as when you go into hyper mode. One of the things you can do is point both, just guard and point both claws to the right, and you can do a Kamehameha, like this. What do they call it? A Kame, crab me, I don't know what they call it. It's basically a Kamehameha. They switch to Kamehameha. Oh, no, no, no. Oh. Flip me. Help me, please. Alright, so you can see I'm recovering. Guarding and attacking, you can also grab. Yeah. Grab if possible. Oh, step him out. So yeah, fight crab. I think it's trying to connect online.
New record.
New record. Obviously, I'm not that good at it, especially since I just found out that I can play with this, and I didn't know I could play like this. So this is actually kind of awesome. Definitely find whatever place that works for you, but Fight Crab is ridiculous. It's kind of fun. It's more, obviously it's only so much fun when you're playing single player. It's a very short campaign. The best part is if you can play with other people. If you can convince some people to buy it, play it online, definitely going to be a lot more fun, as multiplayer games should be. Especially when you start going in and buying equipment. That's what it's Kamehameha. Charge you raw energy while being still. yeah, they have a crab ball. I didn't do that one. The crab ball is like a spirit bomb or whatever. So you put your hands in the air and then you like launch the ball at them. But yeah, a little bit of a nod to Dragon Ball. They did that. What's that crab? Other games I got on a Super Mario Party is pretty fun. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, which I've almost completed. I've mainly been playing that because my daughter has got Let's Go Eevee, and so she's been going through that with her brother. Mario Sonic at the Olympic Games is actually pretty good. I can't say I was even a fan of the idea originally. The only reason why I got the Switch version is because the 8-bit mode made it a little bit more enticing. I don't know, something about retro games. Motor Rush GT, I feel like I got that free or dirt cheap or something. There are some games you can get really dirt cheap, and it's like for a penny, 10 cents, something like that. You can't only feel so bad about it. Like the Deadly Fighter 2, I'm pretty sure I got that dirt cheap. Remastered Wonderful 101, because I barely played this on the Wii U. I enjoyed what I played, but I barely played it, so now that I have the Switch, I can play it anywhere, which means I'm more likely to actually play it on the go. Going to all software. So lots of good games on it. So many of these games that I got, most of them, like I said, I got them. I actually got it by getting myself like these pinball games because I'm a big fan of pinball. I put them on my wish list. Just add them to your wish list. Wait till it goes on sale. When it goes on sale, it's like, is that a good price? It's a good price. Let's get it. Screen Cheat Unplugged, because Screen Cheat is pretty awesome on the PC. First-person shooter about where if you ever played the old school GoldenEye or anything like that, people looked on your screen and say, oh, you cheating, you're looking at my screen. The whole premise of the game is about looking on somebody else's screen because everybody's invisible. There's no way to know where they are. So of course I had to get the Unplugged because it was fun on PC. It can be fun on console, but the Switch version Unplugged obviously means it was made exclusively for the Switch where you can play ad hoc mode. You don't require the internet to play multiplayer or playing on a big TV. You can, like, anybody can play anywhere, and you can play 4 players on one system, or you can play 1 player ad hoc to 3 other systems. So definitely good things to look at in that regard. Hopefully might get on some Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. That depends on how far my dad got on there, or if any of my friends wants to get online and join me on that for some quests, because it's been a long time since I played and they got a lot of DLC. So, yeah, Reaper, if you're still there and you haven't checked that out, they got some DLC on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. They're still trying to run that game. So I'd definitely like to get on some questing on that. That's going to be co-op day on Wednesday. So Wednesday also happens to be Veterans Day, also happens to be my birthday. So I know a lot of you guys are going to be home. If you're at home and you're bored with nothing to do, you could tune into the stream. Maybe convince me to join you in for a co-op, do some online questing or something. That's going to be my Wednesday. Tuesday's plan is the workout. So the workout implies I plan on playing VR. I plan on playing some motion games with the Kinect. Plan on playing some rhythm games, some Rock Band, Guitar Hero, stuff like that. The Donkey Kong or whatever. Might even go out mobile and play some Pokemon Go and do the walking that I have to do to unlock some of the stuff that involves how far you walk to hatch an egg or whatever. Why, I don't know, don't ask. Because that's what gamers do. They do things whether or not it makes sense. Wednesday co-op, all co-op games, so my dad should be home. We're going to be focused on doing Monster Hunter, maybe some Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Risk of Rain 2, a lot of co-op games. Anybody online who wants to join in, let me know so we can make some plans to add you in. Thursday is my day off, so I will not be streaming unless it's a surprise stream. If there's a surprise stream that you missed, don't worry. All of my streams are generally recorded and saved onto Facebook, and YouTube should save it as well. I do have the ability to manually upload it as well, as long as it's saved on my computer. And then Friday and Saturday are still up in the air, but I have other ideas. If you follow me on Twitch, if you follow me on, Isak Return should be joining me on Wednesday. That's for co-op. That's the only way to do co-op is to have somebody here. So that's my birthday wish list. At least raise $1,000, if not the whole $2,500 that I'm trying to reach for my goal. And you have to commit to co-op day because you can't have co-op without the co-op. Friday, Saturday up in there, so I'm not sure. A lot of ideas. One of them is possibly a high score challenge where I'll go set up at the arcade where we got like the little custom arcade set up in the corner. The X-Arcade tank sticks. I'll load up a bunch of old arcade games and just go for some high scores. And people can challenge me, try to beat my scores or whatever. I'll just go and start getting some records on there and see what I can do. As well as, it doesn't have to be arcade games. There's a lot of games you can get high scores in. So I might go back through some other games on Xbox 360 and stuff like that. Just basically arcade-ish style games. And then, I forget what other ideas I had. I had a few ideas. But they're posted on Twitch and Facebook if you follow me. So as you can see on the top, extralife.org/participants/extralife for strike. So as you can see, Extra Life is the key name. Because I'm on extralife.org, you can see my Twitch stream directly from there, find out all about Extra Life. Facebook, I have a dedicated page that you can follow me year round. And then I'm also on Twitter. I'm a little bit more active on Twitter than I have been, which is part of the reason why you don't see a URL on the top for Twitter. I'm only just now getting more and more accustomed to Twitter, but even then I still don't care for that much. I do like being able to retweet and knowing that a lot of Extra Lifers use Twitter more than Facebook, it seems. So I follow them on Twitter and share some of the stuff they got. So with that, time we're looking at is 7:52, so I got about a half an hour. I'm glad that this is working. I'm glad to know my chat works, at least through Facebook. So I'm going to assume, because somebody's on YouTube, I think it says that. Does it say somebody's on YouTube and somebody's on Twitch? Looks like I have 3, I can't tell because the way XSplit works. Looks like I have 1 viewer on each source, YouTube, Facebook, and 1 on Twitch, so that's a total of 3 users maybe. But I haven't received any chat from the other channels, so I don't know how that works or not, but I assume they work. And I assume if they do work, then I should see that that icon like I'm seeing the Facebook one. And based on that, in fact, let me double check. Yeah, it does say I have 1 viewer on Twitter. Interesting. I mean, not Twitter, on Twitch. So I got 1 on here, but it's reconnecting to the chat. So I don't know if it's really reconnecting to the chat or not. It just says I'm streaming. Somebody's following me. Somebody's a viewer over there to tell me who I'm viewing. Apparently I can't chat in my own thing when it says reconnecting to the chat, so I don't know what's up with that. Let's see what happens if I quit out and reload it. I'm live with 1 viewer, and I finally got into my chat room. It was very hard to get into my chat room as I send a message that says test. See? Yep, that's me, test. Look at that, it works. So I know my Facebook works, I know my Twitch works. Are you watching me?
Are you streaming on Extra Life Strike?
On Facebook?
No, Twitter.
No. Twitter doesn't stream. At least not that I'm aware of. Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube.
Oh, Extra Life Strike.
Oh, YouTube is good. So Reaper is on YouTube. Cool, thanks, man. Thanks for helping me with the test. Success! So now if I could just get constant video capture, find out about my Elgato, it would be all good. But so this is why I thought it would be a good idea to do something a little bit unique. the setup, because as I said earlier when I started the stream early this morning, most people, they give you the tips and tricks. If you ever want to do game streaming, they say, make sure everything is set up to date, so that you don't have all these system updates and things like that. Make sure it's actually working, test your microphone, test your video, all that kind of stuff. You want to make sure everything's working beforehand. And so, they don't show you the behind the scenes stuff. This is where you got to see why we called it the setup, because we're lucky we got some gaming in. We got Fight Crap. Before that, it was, hey, nothing works. Literally plugging in the computer. Literally plugging in the mouse and the keyboard and trying to get the webcam working, reset the whole layout. I had to update the computer, had to update XSplit, had to update all the settings, had to re-update the URL codes and things like that. A lot of work just to do, and then even then, got back on here. I was actually over here at about 5:30, and I started back to work getting things hooked up before I started the streaming, because I specifically wanted to stream on the computer and not on my phone again. And then that went through a whole nother thing of, hey, look, I finally successfully got streaming, and I'm still doing all this work trying to figure out how to make it work. So Reaper, thanks, big help for that. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to please help make a donation at Extra Life. Every dollar helps. Sharing is a big deal because it helps spread the word about what Extra Life is, to be able to raise money for Children's Hospital for sick kids that are in need. So definitely a good source. And if you guys don't live near DC or Maryland, you probably have gamers out near you that you may want to support as well. Any Children's Miracle Network Hospital that needs support, they really do need it, because those kids, they need it, and there's a lot of things that you can get out of that by going to Extra Life, as far as where your money goes and how it helps kids like that. So I have to say I'm not completely impressed with the Yeti mic yet, but maybe that's just because I don't know how to use it. But then I didn't spend hundreds of dollars on it. I actually got it at a pretty good clearance price. I'm not going to disclose that information, but at least to know that it works, that's not bad. Once I learn how to use it better, then maybe I'll be more impressed with it. But the important thing is, it works. You don't hear that background music behind me, so I can actually chill the background music, and I don't have to worry about getting flagged, because I'm still streaming to Facebook. So apparently I didn't get flagged yet for some kind of copyright thing or something. That's good. I can hear from my dad's phone that I'm coming through nice and clear, so the Yeti is good for that, apparently. And if I'm still talking through the Yeti, I assume I'm still talking through the Yeti, depending on my settings. What does it say? Unless it changed for some reason. Did my source change? I don't think it changed, because nothing else is picking up. My webcam should pick up everything. So anyway, with that, I'm going to tune out of this for now. Got some things to get done. And then tomorrow, plans are, again, about 9-ish to be back on the stream to start the first full day of game day to work out to raise money for Seaman Hospital through Extra Life. Until then, thanks for tuning in, and peace out.